As their social standing improved, the petit bourgeois wanted some of the things the rich people enjoyed, like books, nice clothes, and decorated homes. So around the 1860s or 70s, a market developed catering to their limited budgets and tastes. They still couldn't afford commissioned art, but there were plenty of second-rate painters happy to provide a quick knockoff to hang over the fireplace. These paintings resembled great art, picturesque landscapes, idyllic domestic scenes, portraits of celebrities. The art dealers of Munich were apparently the first to nickname this new mass-market art. Some scholars think it was a mispronunciation of the English word sketch. Others claim it was a contraction of a German verb which means to make cheaply. Whatever its origin, by the 1920s, this nickname had become the international expression for those pink flamingos, velvet Elvises, and adorable puppy dogs we all know and love as kitsch. Quite a few books have been written about the aesthetics of kitsch. One of the best is by Thomas Kulka of Tel Aviv University. Kulka argues that kitsch is not bad art. He sees it as a unique aesthetic category, a special kind of art characterized by three properties. One, kitsch depicts objects or themes that are highly charged with stock emotions. Kitsch is about simple feelings, universal ideas, good and evil, happy and sad. Your response to these ideas is automatic. You know how you're supposed to feel about sad clowns, James Dean, and horses running along a windswept beach. In fact, part of the appeal of kitsch seems to lie precisely in recognizing that as you look at it, you're feeling the way you're supposed to. Kitsch validates you. Two, the objects or theme depicted by kitsch are instantly and effortlessly identifiable. Kitsch art is utterly conventional. There's never any doubt about what it is you're looking at. It's a leprechaun and only a leprechaun. It's Santa Claus and only Santa Claus. Kitsch art is surface art. It's just what you expect. Three, and most important, kitsch does not substantially enrich our associations relating to the depicted objects or themes. The last thing kitsch wants to be is challenging. Pure kitsch is never ironic, ambiguous, troubling, or innovative. Kitsch art is popular art, and nearly all popular art is kitsch. Our mass market culture is so thoroughly imbued with kitsch, it's the only kind of art many people ever experience. Broadway musicals, theme parks, casinos, rock stars, cable news, all kitsch. All advertising is kitsch. All media driven by advertising devolves into kitsch. Sequels, spin-offs, knockoffs, reboots, and adaptations from other media are automatically kitsch. Politics thrives on kitsch. And Roger Ebert has spent over 40 years in dark theaters sitting through thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of shameless Hollywood kitsch. Could anyone be more familiar with what happens when you apply commercial pressure to popular art? Is there anyone on the planet more qualified to predict that video games will suffer the same fate? Listen to this review of Call of Duty Black Ops, published in the New York Times a few days after it was released last December. Quote, "I never play video games twice, but Call of Duty Black Ops has made a happy liar out of me. I wanted to try to assassinate Fidel Castro again, and break out of a Soviet prison camp again, and pilot a gunboat through the Mekong Delta again, shooting up sandpans while listening to Sympathy for the Devil. The Cold War has never been so much fun. Black Ops does not really innovate, but it doesn't have to. Rather, it reflects a keen intelligence and a rigorous, disciplined understanding of each individual element of modern game design. It then executes and delivers in a way that demonstrates how well-oiled a game-making machine Robert A. Kotick, Activision's chief executive, has created. Call of Duty Black Ops made more money faster than any entertainment product in history. How? By depicting instantly identifiable themes, highly charged with stock emotions. By not trying to enrich players' associations with those themes. By not innovating. Video games are an industry. You are attending a giant industry conference. Industries make products. Video game products contain plenty of art, but it's product art, which is to say, kitsch art. Kitsch art is not bad art. It's commercial art. Art designed to be sold easily and in quantity. And the bigger the audience, the kitschier it's gonna get. Kitsch is a risk reduction strategy. A risk reduction strategy time-tested and good for business. Kitsch is robust. Details of execution don't matter very much. You can change stuff around without affecting its utility. But sublime art is fragile. It lives or dies in the details. There's nothing superfluous or out of place. As author C.S. Lewis wrote, that word and no other, in that place and no other. Kitsch is like Duchamp's urinal. You flush it when you're done using it. Kitsch is fundamentally standard. And when standards change, it first becomes irrelevant, and then corny, and finally, the subject of nostalgia. Sublime art is either always relevant or not at all. It is never the subject of nostalgia, but often the subject of discovery. Kitsch can be brilliantly executed, wonderfully entertaining, and culturally significant. It is often mistaken for great art and awarded with honors, especially by those industries that specialize in it. One way to deal with the overwhelming prevalence of kitsch is to celebrate it. While you're here in the city, take a trolley up to the Fairmont Hotel on Nob Hill. Down in the sub-basement, you'll find one of the best surviving examples of 40s tiki kitsch, the Tonga Room. Yes, the food in the Tonga Room is practically inedible. But after the second faux Polynesian umbrella cocktail served in a real pineapple, you won't care. In the middle of the room, there's an artificial pond with a little island that floats around. A band on the island plays tinkly pop music. But here's the best part. Every hour, there's a simulated tropical thunderstorm. It rains around the edge of the pond. The Tonga Room is delightful. I smile when I walk in there, and I'm smiling even more when I leave. The technical term for the celebration of kitsch is camp. Welcome to San Francisco, the camp capital of the world. Ultimately, though, camp is an evasive strategy. Camp embraces kitsch, but refuses to commit to the risk of creating art.